I remember hiring sales rep after sales rep and them just not working out great. Like I remember the guy or the girl would do great in the interview, they would do very well, and then you put them in the role and then they just were, it was just like there was a disconnect. There was a huge disconnect. And then some of the people that I actually didn't think were gonna do great ended up doing well. Now I've grown up now, I've kind of understood a little bit, you know, I've worked with a lot of sales teams since, but I just remember going through that frustration of going, how do I even know in an interview, what's a good salesperson? How can I spot a good salesperson? Because here's the thing that I didn't realize until after I had hired way too many bad sales reps is that you can have somebody that's good at interviewing for a sales position, but they're bad at actually doing the sales. Why is that? Well, because they do a bad job with the sales job. So they're going from a sales job to sales job to sales job. So they're actually getting really good at interviewing, where somebody that's really good at closing deals and they're really good at sales, they might not actually be good in the context of an interview. Now I know it sounds weird, and in some cases they're gonna be good at both, but in some cases they're gonna just be good at interviewing and bad at sales. In some cases they're gonna be not so good at interviewing, but they'll be great. And I can tell you there's 5 things that you can look for that will tell you whether or not you're hiring a closer or you're gonna hire a poser. And you don't wanna hire a poser, you wanna hire a closer. So before we jump into that, make sure to subscribe to the channel so every time I drop a new video, you're the first to know, because I wanna help you do 2 things, sell more and scale more. Also stay to the end because I do have a bonus for you you're not gonna want to miss. Number 1 is they have to have humility and coachability. So if you're interviewing somebody, I always kind of test them and pressure and kind of poke and prod them a little bit to see, do they respond with arrogance or pride, or do they respond with humility and coachability? Because you need your sales team to be humble and coachable, because the best salespeople I know are always learning. The worst salespeople I know are saying stuff like, yeah, I've heard that, I already know that, yeah, I know that, oh yeah, I've heard that before. Because guess what happens? They might have 10 years of experience, quote unquote, on their resume, but really they've just been repeating that first year they've been learning over and over again, because now they're not listening. They're just going, yeah, I've heard that, I already know, I don't know. They don't want to learn anymore. So you want humble, coachable, it's gonna be critical. Number 2 is that they ask great questions. Great questions. Hey, maybe they're researching your company and they're asking great questions about your company, or they're in the interview and they're asking you great questions and you go, man, these are really good questions. You could even do the old, sell me this pen. And if they start selling you the pen, bad at sales, because they're not gonna ask you questions. A great salesperson is gonna go, instead of selling you, this is the best pen that's ever been made, it's got a lifetime warranty, they're gonna say, tell me, when was the last time you bought a pen? Okay, what kind of pens do you normally get? Okay, well, the last pen you got, what was your favorite and least favorite thing about it? Awesome, and do you need pins for just you or for your whole team? How many pins do you wanna buy? You see, great questions are very critical to sell, so you wanna make sure that these sales reps are asking great questions. Number 3 is that they are great listeners. Not just listening to talk, okay, me. But they're listening to what you're saying so that they can understand and then respond to what you're actually saying. And so you want to make sure that they are active listeners. As you're talking, they're taking it in, okay? Maybe they ask you a question, tell me about that, okay? You want to see that they are active listeners, that they're good at listening. You don't want, some people think selling is rambling. Oh, I'm a good, just gift the gab, boom, 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 gift the gab. That's amateur hour. You know, that's amateur hour. You want great salespeople are great listeners. And let me just ask you something on that. Have you ever enjoyed a conversation when somebody was just rambling and dominating, and they might be funny and they might be charismatic, but there becomes a point where you're just like, dude, you're not, like, you're just talking to talk. I'm just ears to you. You know, and they're not actually wanting to listen or engage in the conversation. So it doesn't matter how great of a personality somebody has. If they're not a great listener, they're not gonna sell. They're just not gonna sell. The best salespeople are the best listeners. In fact, and I have a friend who's just a multi-million dollars in sales every quarter, every month, just constantly just bringing in like these big, huge whale deals. And he's told me over and over again, listen, man, you want to talk to listen. And you want to listen so that you can hear them. Like they will sell themselves if you listen enough. So the best sales reps I've ever met in my entire life are the best listeners you will ever meet. And number 4 is confidence without arrogance. Everybody is attracted to confidence. Buyers don't want to buy from it works pretty good, I'm not sure. Buyers want to buy from somebody that is confident that they know what they are doing. If your customer is trying to solve a problem, that means they're looking for somebody who understands and is confident about the solution more so than they are. So your sales rep has to have confidence, not arrogance. People don't like arrogance, but your salesperson has to have a confidence about them that make you feel comfortable in the room with them and make you feel comfortable to follow their lead. Because in sales, that's what you're doing, is you're leading and you're getting your buyer to follow you in a very positive, healthy way. Number 5, last but not least, is enthusiasm. To sell, you have to have enthusiasm. You have to be able to bring the energy to the room, but not just enthusiastic personality themselves. They actually have to be enthusiastic and sold for your product. If you step in the meeting and they're kind of dull and I don't know, to tell me, you know, what it was that attracted you to this job position. I don't know, it's pretty good, seems good. And they're like, dude, you want them to be, what is happening? It's great to meet you. Oh man, I've been really looking forward to this interview. And I tell you what, man, I am blown away. I was looking over your website. I saw some press releases that were written on you guys and some of the products you're offering. I read some of your testimony. I'm blown away at the value that you offer your customers. Like if you can get somebody that's enthusiastic about what you do, that is next level. So enthusiasm is gonna be critical because if somebody doesn't have energy and enthusiasm, you can't really train them on that. They either have it or they don't. You know, you can get it, but you can't give it. You can't give enthusiasm to somebody. You can increase your enthusiasm and your energy, but if you have a low enthusiastic person, you can't give them something and make them more enthusiastic. It just can't happen. So enthusiasm is critical. So that's my 5. If you do those 5 things, make sure they have those 5 things, you're gonna have a much greater chance that the sales rep you pick up, you hire, and you bring onto your team is gonna actually be able to close deals through it all. And if you stayed for that bonus training, I will have a free link to a free guide for you at the end. You can click. Before we do that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you waited for that bonus training, you can look at down below, click that link, get your free guide right now. It's gonna help you do 2 things. It's gonna help you sell more, and it's gonna help you scale more. Again, this is Tim Dodd with the Tim Dodd Show. See you on the inside.